Welcome back to the channel. Look what I got. So this is a GW-M530 multiband 6, brand new, and this is an MTG-M900DA, which I bought from eBay. I paid $35 plus shipping for this guy right here, and seems like a good deal, but I encountered a surprise. It did come with the strap. It's right here. I took it off because when I received it, this button was not working. It did not have any sound. As you can see, I fixed it. And I was not able to get since the button wasn't working, I couldn't get the solar test screen here, nor I was able to get the tilt screen here, this one. But you can see everything works. Everything works now. So I opened it up, and seller said he bought it 10 years. He never opened it. Yet, it had this battery, a CR1620, when it should have a CTL1616, and it doesn't have an O-ring. Now, did Casio sell him a watch without an O-ring, or is he not telling the truth? Then he said, I might have taken it to a watch shop, and I just don't remember. But either way, today we're going to take these apart and maybe do a module swap, because I like this screen better on this side over here. I might even keep, oh, another thing, one of the screws, well, not a screw, the screw hole is stripped. So basically, the only way to fix this would be to apply a bigger screw to fix the case, because I think it's this one. Let me see. No, it's not that one. Not that one. This one. You see how it keeps turning? So in order to be able to fix that, I would have to install a bigger screw, which is probably what I'm going to have to do once I transfer this module over here. But before we continue, I wanted to show you something. We get more light over here, because context is important. Let's do the troubleshooting screen on the M530. And if we go here, what do you see here? 3179000. But wait, this is supposed to have module 3405, right? What about this one? This one is supposed to have module 3406, right? Hey, look at that. Same thing. 3179. Look at that. 000. Now, take a guess which watch uses module 3179. Go ahead. I'll give you a second. If you said GW69, you probably cheated. Or you know your watches. $31.79. I have a full video on this one. I changed the glass, changed the bezel, installed gold buttons, gold screws. Look at that, 3179,000. Same thing. Would you look at that? Look at this one. You're not seeing things if you didn't see that video. It is a GW-6900. I just transfer everything into a G7900 rescue watch. So I call it a 3-eye rescue monster. 3179. There you go. Did I start the stopwatch? Yeah, I did. I'm looking through the screen. So, all right. So let me get the screwdriver and get this bad boy open. All right. So let's do this one first. Let's take off the bands here. I'll leave you links to all the tools that I'm using, especially to this block. It's a lot easier to remove these type of screws, since you don't have to hold the watch and do 2 screwdrivers at the same time. So that one is done. Let's open this one. So I did install the correct battery on this one. I just installed one of the old ones that I had from other watches that I've replaced. I never throw away these batteries. You see this one is not coming out. Oh, and it did not have any sound because the spring, the speaker spring was not in the correct spot. So whoever changed the battery like ripped it off and didn't put it back in the correct hole. So luckily the module is working, which is actually what I wanted. You see no O-ring. Another thing I wanted was the glass. The glass looks pretty good, but I'm not going to be able to know until I take off that bezel and clean it up. So to remove this is just pretty simple. Where's that pick? You're right in my face. Right here. I'm also going to have to need this base right here because it holds the solar panel and the faceplate. So, oh, look at the spring right here. So I need to open this module and reinstall that the correct way. Let's put that to the side. Let's open up this one, which is a brand new one. Put the screws separately. I want to see the date code on the battery on this one, because this one has one of the newer batch codes here, which I I still don't know how to decipher it. So brand new O-ring here. No grease. You see this? No grease. Brand new watch. No grease. You see that light hint sheen right here? What'd that tell you? Might be silicone. Put that to the side. You can see it, they look identical, maybe because they are. So the only thing that's different is the screen. The LCD. Let me take off the battery since it's easier to do it here. I can't see. I gotta put on my extra pair of eyes here. There, I got it. I'll put this one like this so you can see it. You can see here it says 3179. 3179. This one says China. This one says Thailand. And yeah, the M9000, the back plate does say China. China, and the 530 does say Thailand. So that matches up. So I am going to be switching out the module, even though it's, I mean, the circuit board, even though it's the same, I want to keep the new one and use the new one. $25. So that is a brand new battery from last year. It means I gotta figure out which letter here would signify the year 25, and maybe I could decode it. Let me write this down. All right. So it looks like I'm gonna have to remove the C-clips to be able to lift that faceplate there with the solar panel. And you can see they are identical. So the only thing that changes is, of course, the LCD, which means CASIO should be making the 530 with this LCD, because this is really difficult to read up here. They're too small. Almost impossible to read. Move this battery here. Set that one to the side. I think this one is, that one is from 2017. I had laying around. I don't remember which watch. I believe that battery came out of my GW-5000, if I'm not mistaken. Let's open this bad boy up. So I could just swap out the module and it'll fit, but being that that circuit board on the other one is brand new, I want to keep that one and leave the other one as a spare part watch. Looks like we got it on clip here. There. $38. What was it? $34.05. Let's do the other one. So I'm going to be using this over here. So let's move this one over here, this over here. And this motherboard is going to go on this side as soon as I remove it. Check it out. Different color because, you know, they're like 10 years apart. But they are basically the same thing. This one was made in China, this one made in Thailand. Same thing. Flip it over. One of the springs for the LCD, the EL light. You see this one that was made in Thailand is in better, looks better. But they are essentially the same thing. So this one is going to go now with this one, and this one is going to stay over here. So this thing worked perfectly. I should not have to take out the zebra stripe. I shouldn't have to take out anything. So all we gotta do is put this over here. Make sure that little thing falls on the slot right there. Align here the pins. I don't know if you can see it right there. Now these two go on top. Make sure everything is clipped. Okay, so now this one is going to take the new battery. Gotta do an AC reset here and here. You know what? It's not working. Look it up. $1,001, $1,002, $1,003, $1,004. Nope. Let's try here. Sometimes there's like a master reset. It might take a while before is it the zebra stripe? Let me apply some pressure. It might be. Yeah. So the zebra stripe are not making it a full contact here. So I gotta take that one apart again. All right, let me build this one. I see the zebra stripe on this one. Maybe they stick out a little bit too more, and maybe that's why. That's the difference. So let's switch out the zebra stripe, and hopefully that'll fix that problem. So maybe the zebra stripe change in 10 years. We are learning together. There might be a difference in tolerance between maybe this part and the other one. But they look identical. But I want to change them anyways, just to make sure. Just to be safe. See if I can grab it. They're stuck. There, I got it. Move that one to there. Got this one over here. Don't want to lose those two springs. Let's make sure this is sitting flush. So the EL light springs are still in place. Moved. There. All right, feels a little better now. Okay. Let's do the battery again. Beautiful. Let's make sure this thing is fully closed, because it's not. There. Let's do an AC reset. There. Working perfect. Let's put that one to the side. And now, before I put this one together, I'm going to clean those zebra stripes just to make sure. And the way I do that, I use some you see these cotton swabs, they're not the ones you buy at your local store. I get them online, and they are specifically for lab work. And you can see they don't have any lint. Right, that one is clean. That one is clean. All right, this is going to be a process here. All right, let me do the stripes first. That's one. That's two. All right, let me see if I could do the little springs here. There, I got it. I got it. Be very, very quiet. There. Let's clean up here too. Just as a precaution. All right, that's in. Where's that little spring? It goes right here. So I gotta put it in now. there. Okay. Sure they're all clipped in place. All right, let's install that other battery. Let's see if this one powers up. Beautiful. So it was basically had to do a, let me do a, AC swap. Had to do the zebra stripe swap. All right, those two are ready. I expect this to be filthy. And something to pay close attention here. You see how the stem has that little nub over the C-clip, and it has that here too. On the older version, on the GW-M530 and the MTG-M900, the old version, it doesn't sit like that. The stem does not stick out like that. It's basically flush. So the buttons from the old watch are not interchangeable. They look the same on the outside, but the stem is different. All right, let me do all the C-clips at once. I want to keep track of where I'm taking the C-clips out. So this one has gray buttons. This one is, I think they're the same color. These they look shiny because they're old. And they are plastic. That's something I don't like. The stem is metal, but the outer part is plastic. So if you want to buy one of these brand new, you will have to make this whole process. Actually, if you don't mind this color of a bezel, you're better off buying one of these brand new and just buy the straps from one of these. And it's quicker. And you don't have to do this whole process. A lot easier. But if you want to change out the bezel, I suggest you take out the buttons. If not, you might break it. You might break the buttons. If you don't take out the buttons, you have to remove this stainless steel part first, and then remove the resin part. And by the way, I don't have to remove the buttons all the way to remove this part over here. All I had to do was remove the C-clip and just push it a little bit out of the way. But since the watch just got here, I'm pretty sure it's filthy underneath, so I want to clean it. So once I get to this spot, these bezels are hooked here and up in the front. So easiest thing would be slide here. Once you get it here, you get that lift. You see it lifted here too. And now it just falls off like this. And you can see this one has the extra spring, which touches the metal part here, and all that does is increases the antenna, the ground for the antenna. The other one has it too. Look, the thing with this one is so filthy that it's basically not doing anything. The spring, there it is. So now I gotta clean all of this. And I gotta say, that glass looks pretty good. Let me give it a little wipe here with some alcohol. Take a quick look. Tell this watch has never been taken apart and cleaned. I don't know if you can see it, but you see that? That's on the inside. So somebody was messing around with this watch. But yeah, the glass looks pretty decent. It doesn't look scratched. The solar panel is dirty. Let me get another Q-tip. This one is filthy. Yeah, look. Cleaned up immediately. All right, let's see how difficult it is to remove this. On the old watch, it has a cage that goes all the way around. On this watch, it's just this piece right here, and it's there with double-sided tape. Let me see if I could poke at this. Look at this mess. I don't know if you can see it. There's all kind of hair. There, I got it. And here it is. Beautiful. See this? Got hair inside the watch. Incredible. Incredible. Look at this. And you know what I'm going to do, right? I'm removing that glass. I'm going to transfer it over. Let's see if I get the correct die here. If I could find it. I think it's one and this one. Don't know if, I'm pretty sure the glass is the same outer diameter, but not sure about the width. But we're about to find out. Gotta be the same. I think it's a 30.5 millimeters. You see how quick that came out? Now I can clean this, even though, you know, I mean, I can still use it. I don't remember which hole is it. Probably this one. I'm just gonna have to use a bigger screw. Oh, it's got a spacer, look. I didn't know anything about this. Look at that. Got the packing seal. All right, let's do a quick measurement here. Yeah, 30.5. Says 6, but you know, basically the same as the old watch. The old one is 2 millimeters thick. This one is thicker, 2.4. Look at that. Let me write that down. All right, let me get it clean. Rag right here. You know what? I should have polished it a little bit before removing it, but let me set that to the side. And now I got to do the same process here. You already seen me do it, so I'll be back when I do it. All right, I'm back. This is the 530. You can see I just removed this, and it does not have the spacer that the other one had. Makes me think. .1 deep. Eight. Basically the same thing. Yeah, basically the same thing. So I wonder if the spacer is because of this. So I'm gonna put it on this one. And the glass. But we're gonna remove the glass on this one. So here is the die, 40 at the bottom. And this is a what, 26. Simple. Didn't even make a noise. Oh, actually, that part is on this side. Let me see if it's true. Yeah, here it is. So it's on the glass side. So it does have it. So I'm gonna keep this packing seal because it's brand new with the watch. And according to my math now, you're supposed to put this one first. Now you put the packing seal. And now you get the glass. Let's do a quick measurement here just to make sure. See if they're the same. 30.6, 2.4. So exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. So these round glasses on the old watches, oh yeah, this one has it too. You see it has like a mark right here, and right here. So that helps you out to align the glass when you are installing it. And make sure it's clean. I'll be installing a screen protector on this one, meaning that it's in perfect condition. Alright, let me see if I can do this on camera. This one has a little mark up here too. But the glass does not have the top and bottom, so I have to rely on the side. There. Oh! Nothing happened. This is what happens when you're customizing. Make sure it's in the correct orientation. Let's try it again. Of course, I'm not going to press it in by hand, but I want to do it to a point where it's not going to do that when I try to do it when I bring in the press. There. That's good right there. So to press it, I need something like this and another flat. I need the flat to put it sideways, put it like this. And then this one barely fits. Let me double check just to make sure it didn't move. It did move a little bit. Yeah. So this is not, you can see this one, it's not a one-shot deal. You know, it takes time. Keeping an eye on that packing seal. Hopefully it doesn't get damaged. Looks good. Let me take a closer look here. Perfect. Now we clean. Gotta make sure it's clean. You know what? Being that that case is damaged, I don't want to install that brand new 530 glass. And I think I have a damaged 530 glass somewhere. And I have to find it. Or I do have GW-300 glass. I can install one of those just to have something on that case. Let me find that other glass and get the screen protector for this one. Found it. But this is one of the old, from my old GW-530, not the M530, which says Wave Scepter, not the Multiband 6. But check it out. Same diameter, 30.5, but thinner. The other one was 2.4, this one is 2 millimeters, so it's a little bit thinner. But again, you know, I'm not using this watch. This is gonna be a spare part watch. It's just gonna sit here, keeping the module alive, and a battery charging, a battery charge. That's the whole purpose. All right, now I gotta do the whole process again. Oh, I forgot to clean this mod. I still gotta clean this case. So you already saw me putting the glass on the other one, so I'll leave that to do it on my own. I'll show you at the end of the video. I gotta do the screen protector. All right, so I got these on AliExpress, 30 millimeters. Already testing them out. I bought 30 millimeters and 29 because remember the bezel rests here. And I wasn't sure if the 30 was going to work because I was worried that the bezel was going to like dig into the screen protector and lift it. But so far it's working. So far it's working on the other watch that I did already. On the MTG-920. Which I'll leave you a link at the end of the video if you want to check that one out. If you go to Amazon and try to buy screen protectors for the 530 and the MTG, they're gonna be a heck of a lot more expensive than getting them from AliExpress. I got this. This little thing comes in a pack like this, and it has 5. So if you have one watch, you're set up for a while. One gets scratched, you're good to go for a little bit, and it comes with a little suction cup here, and it works perfect. I'll show you. So the area that goes to the glass is the one with the protection. You just put this here. Look at this. And now I gotta do some magic trick here. Make sure this is clean. This is why I do this off camera, because I could pay close attention. Be very, very quiet. Bam. Good enough for me. Check it out. All right, so now it's basically, you know, just a backward process. Don't know if I want to do the gray bezel on this with the black inner stainless steel, just to make it look weird. What do you guys think? The thing is that this bezel is not, it's already scratched up, so I'm gonna do this one. So keep an eye on this. Go from the side and look at that. Make sure it doesn't get bent the wrong way. And there you go. The bezel is in. It's a whole lot easier when it doesn't have the buttons. So if it did have the buttons, I will have to remove the black part, stainless steel part here, do the resin part first, and then fight my way with the metal part. And it's not easy. All right, so let me put everything back together and I'll see you at the end. All right, I'm back. It's the next day. I was tired last night. Tell me this doesn't look way better. Look at that combination, red, 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 and the white. So I left the M530 back plate there. Left this one like this. Then I install the bezel, and just in case, you know, I want to install this one on any of my other watches. This, I might sand it down, repolish it, clean it up since it's scratched. Might paint it blue, since there's a version that came out a few years ago with a blue stainless steel bezel. There's also a gold, and there's also one that came out with like a candy black. So I got this one, and I've also done this one right here. And I believe this should be the version that Casio should be making of the MTG. So this one I started with a brand new MTG model. You can see that you can see it right here when you see the gray case. The 530, the M530 has a black case. Painted the button that used to be silver. Painted the chrome into like a candy black with yellow letters. Painted the bezel here, and added a gold decorative piece up here to make it match. The straps are old. They're from my old 530, but you know, they're the same. But again, these should be the MTGs that Casio should be making right now. They look a lot better. I now have a whole lot of these bracelets. If anybody needs extra links, anybody has like an extra big wrist that needs extra bracelet links, let me know. And I also got this other one here. This one is a wave scepter. This is the one I did on one of my previous video. Started out as an MTG-920. My vision is really bad. This one. Got this other one. This is the 530a. I did this a while back on the GW-300 video, which I installed the GW-300 LCD. And I also got this one. Check it out. Check it out. Look at that. Now the question is, do you have any of these? Let me know down below. Let me know what you think. That's going to be it. Thank you for watching. Peace out.